Wow. Ken be killing. Big up, man. Sorry, man. Do you know what? I've been on mute all this time. Waffling. Been on mute. Sorry about that, people, man. But big up to Ken be killing. Never seen you before, but if you're a new member, make sure you tap the like and subscribe. But big up to you anyway, Ken be killing, man. I like that name. Big boy name. But big up to you, my friend. You can hear me now. I'm assuming you can hear me now. Declan Rice on the left with a good ball into the box. Oh, it's a bit of a high foot to Partey into, and keepers collected it. So yeah, good start from the Glads. Not created too much so far. Big up, man. Nice one. Respect. So, ball out. Arsenal throw in. What's the expectations from Arsenal this season, man? I'm going to be asking some questions today. What do we expect from Arsenal this season? You know, is it the usual top 4 finish? Martinelli. You know, do we expect trophies? You know, if we don't win anything, and winning the Emirates Cup doesn't mean anything yet. This is just some pre-season friendly. So there won't be no twerking at the end of this game from me. You know, it's nice I like winning every single game, but I won't be twerking if we win this game. You know, it's just a pre-season friendly. For me, the big thing is picking up those ears at the end of the season. I want the Premier League at the end of the season. Ball in. I think, Arsenal. The thing is, man, this is the thing with Arsenal as well. We still have, Vidic plays for them as well, yeah? For LYON. This is the thing with Arsenal, yeah? Arsenal they still got that predictive play about them. So everything's just down the wings and it's a cutback. You know, if it's a ball into the middle, well, we haven't really got people that's really that great in the air. It's all predictable with Arsenal, man. Always like predictable. Martinelli's going to get the ball. He's going to go down the wing. He's going to check. Then he's going to try and check again. Then he's going to try and cross it with his left foot, or he's going to try and cut in, you know, with a shot. It's just all predictable. This inverted wing play, I don't know if I'm feeling it, you know, to be honest, man. I don't know if I'm feeling it at all. Maybe I don't know what these coaches know, obviously, but for me, an inverted winger has to have both feet, you know, in terms of like they have to be strong with both feet. Oh, that's a good ball in, you know, because you're going to always look to cut in and maybe shoot or cross like Saka with his stronger foot. He's always going to be looking to cross the ball with his left foot, and that's by cutting in. He's not going to do an outside of the boot cross. How many times you're going to see Saka do it outside of the ball? Like, was it charisma type of, like, you know, left foot kind of like, you know, outswinger, you know, into the box. You're never going to see that, yeah. But to be fair to Saka, you know, he's quite decent with his right foot, you know. He's not bad with his right foot. I've seen him like take on shots. I've seen him cross a couple of times with his right foot, so he's not too bad. Martinelli's all right as well, but Martinelli's very right-footed also. But we will see. Odegaard on the ball to Martinelli. Martinelli's got like 3 players around him. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to get the ball. What's the matter, Cat? Do you want some food? You hungry? Do I get you some food? Right, let's get you some food. Be back in a minute. Peeps, hold on. You hungry? You're always hungry, man. Back, people. Right, so Declan Rice with the corner. It's good that we've got Declan Rice taking corners. Obviously, he's quite good with set pieces. Good ball in, floater, and it's 1-0. And it's a great header by Saliba. 1-0 to Arsenal. Very good goal. Simple set piece, ball in, curled in, floating ball. Saliba with a direction, and it's headed in, and it's 1-0 to the lads. So very good start for Arsenal. It's very simple finish. Good floating ball by Declan Rice and a good header. So he's kind of like leant back and he's just off the side of the head. That's a good header. That's a good header. So 1-0 to the Arsenal. And yeah, good start for Arsenal. Good start for Saliba. Good confidence booster. So let's see if we can build on from that. So on the attack again, Martinelli. This is what frustrates me about Martinelli, man. All you have to do is a simple pass, simple ball. Martinelli, simple ball, yeah. This guy really frustrates me, man. I love Martinelli and everything, but he frustrates me, man. Look, simple pass, simple pass, bro. I can't get this guy, man. Big up to Dazza TV, man. Hope you're well, my brother. Hope you're enjoying the game. Last game before the big things, as they say. So yeah, good goal for Arsenal. I just wanted to watch this game today, just to see, you know, how our boys are, what the fitness levels are like. You know, are we looking like, you know, we're up for the season? You know, I know Lyon, you know, they're not the greatest team in the world, but also got to give them some, you know, their respect as well. That's a good ball by Lyon up top, but straight to Raya. I want to see how Raya kicks on this season as well, because I was very critical of Raya last season. You know, he just didn't exude confidence, in my opinion. You know, although like you've got the stats to say like he had this amount of clean sheets and all that kind of stuff, yeah. And a defensive unit, you know, you have a defensive unit, obviously, yeah, everyone's backing each other in it and defending stuff like that, you know. Hold on, chance again for, oh no. But I just weren't convinced by him, man. I just wasn't convinced by him. So I just want to see how he kicks on this season, because, you know, man's a European. Remember, man's got the Euros. You know, he's a European winner. You know, Euros winner. So I want to see how his confidence is this season. Whether, you know, he's learned a thing or two. You know, so we will see. We will see. Odegaard sourcing already. Down to Saka. Saka on the right. Jinkin. Good ball into Zinchenko. Down to Martinelli. Martinelli puts the ball in. Oh, and it's a bit too far out of Saka's reach. This is my concern. This is one of my concerns. So from watching this game so far, within the 12 minutes, yeah, Arsenal have crossed the ball in about 5-6 times now. We're talking aerial balls. Now, firstly, where's Havertz? He's supposed to be playing up top. How come he's not getting on the end of these headers? You know, this is why I want a proper frontman. You know, I want an airman like Tony, you know, a Tony type that can win balls in the air, you know, aggressive, like, you know, like a Shearer type ball winner. Because Arsenal's strategy in this game so far has been to launch the ball in the air. Now, you can launch the ball to Saka in the air. He's not going to be scoring loads of headers, even though he got to a header just now. Good save. Well, it was a soft header, but these are the questions I have about this team. Now, if you look at this team right now, this is literally like a first team. This is literally, you can say this is literally a starting team next week. Yeah. This is literally our starting team next week. I can't see, other than yeah, Zinchenko will probably start. Look, he's already inverted as a midfielder already. Maybe Trossard might start ahead. Oh, that's a good ball to Martinelli. Martinelli, his touch, man, is terrible, man. What is going on with Martinelli, bro? All right, it's pre-season. I need to chill. Let me chill a piece, bro. Let me chill, people. Let me chill, people. I need to chill. Let me drink some water. Let me sip some water. I need to chill a bit. It's pre-season. It's pre-season. But that touch looked a bit heavy, man. I don't like that touch. Going good hype for the season. Yeah, man. Good ball in again. Oh, another chance. Yeah, he didn't have confidence of what it really came through. Yeah, we need a proper ball winner, but I think we're just going to rely on our wingers and midfield again. I keep saying that this season is probably going to be the season of the wingers. You know, I've picked out about 7 or 8 wingers from various teams that I feel that, you know, are going to just have really, I think, decent seasons in terms of GA. You know, obviously we've got Saka. I don't know about Martinelli. Question mark on Martinelli this season. We got Trossard. You know, City got Doku. They've got, is it Savio or Savino or whatever his name is. They still got Grealish as well. Man United got Ahmad, Garnacho. I don't really rate him too much, but you know what? He's effective. They still got Rashford, who can do a job. Chelsea got Neto. You know, I think Jackson on the left is decent as well. On the wing, I think he's half decent. They got Nkunku, who can play wing as well. You know, you've got Liverpool, you've got the Salahs on one side. Who else? Declan Rice has taken a lot of he's playing very high up the pitch and he's occupying that left side quite a lot. Who else? Who else is there? You've got who Spurs got? Don't know about Kulusevski, man. He's and Brennan Johnson. I don't really rate them too much, man. You know, I liked Kulusevski at one point, but I don't know. But you got Villa with Bailey, and they got that new guy. I can't remember his name. Morris something. Is it George or something? I can't remember his name. But this is going to be the season of the wingers, bro. Yeah, the GA is going to be GA-ing. Remember that. Clip that. The GA is going to be GA-ing from the wingers, people. Yeah. And just to spice it up, you know, you're going to get some decent forwards on the end of, you know, finishing, you know, Solanke's. I don't know what Havertz is going to be on this season. You know, I'm still hoping and praying that we bring in Gyökeres or something. Martinelli on the ball. Zinchenko, good ball in. See, another cross in again. Did you see that? Good header by Saka, though. Just wide. You see that bit of play, though, people, there, yeah? With Zinchenko's cross. A lot of aerial. Look at this cross. Very good cross. Good movement by Saka. See that again. So Martinelli to Zinchenko. Zinchenko, beautiful ball in, but the direction wasn't there from Saka. Do you know what? Yeah, my boy Saka. Yeah, he's gonna have a banging season, man. Yeah, I say inshallah. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a very good season because he's just, you know, he was decent at the Euros. You know, we pick him out, you know, with a bad bunch or whatever you want to say. I thought he held his own at the Euros. And I don't know, he doesn't look like he's injured right now. You know, he don't look tired. He looks all right. He's looking fresh. So I just hope my boy, actually he's not my boy, but I just hope Arteta just manages him correctly. But in saying that, there's still no, I'm not even going to say backup for Saka. There's still no replacement. I use the word replacement because you know what? When you bring in a player, they should be competing, yeah, to take your place. So they should be a replacement, not a backup. If I'm a backup, yeah, that means, you know what? You're only there when you're needed. Yeah. A replacement should be, you know what? It's like you get the replacement batteries, yeah. You know, when those batteries are finished, them good batteries are finished, you're putting in the new batteries. Yeah. That's how I see competition. Yeah. So I'm saying, so until those other batteries get recharged. Good ball in again. So I don't want to, maybe Jesus is going to be taking up that spot. I don't know yet. But for me, I still feel that we need something different. Good ball to Saka, cross ball to Odegaard. I think Odegaard needs to get some more goals next season as well. That's a good ball in. Oh, doing a lot of crossing today, man. Not the usual Arsenal wanting to walk the ball into the net. Doing a lot of crossing. Dazza says we need another right wing and midfielder. Let's see if we will get any before the window closes. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what Arteta and Edu have up their sleeve. We will see what the club in general has up their sleeves. Martinelli down at the moment. Don't know if he's hurt his Achilles or his ankle. Looks in a little bit with his foot. What's happened there? I don't know what happened there, but he's still holding his foot. Do we need to take him off as a precaution? Doesn't look very comfortable at the moment. And he's walking all right, though. He's walking all right. I don't know. Don't know. He's indicated that he's all right. So let's see. I don't know what minute you guys are on, yeah, but I'm on 21, 53, 54. You guys might be ahead of me, so forgive me if I'm a little bit behind. 22 minutes now. So Arsenal, they're quite in control of this game. Arsenal love to control the ball. We all know that. Whether it's just at the back, well, that's a good ball forward to Martinelli, but it's a bit too. Oh, hold on. What's happened there? I thought the keeper handball. No, I didn't. I thought he'd like handballed it outside the box. Saka. Ooh. So the touches as well. We know it's pre-season, isn't it? But okay. Ball to Declan Rice. Oh, he hits it. on the turn and straight to the goalkeeper. Good ball by Zinchenko though. Let me see. He looked like the keeper looked like he handled it outside the box. Shot by Declan Rice straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Good winning possession. Arsenal in the attack now. Havertz into Martinelli. This is a chance. This is a chance. He's lost the ball again. Havertz. Oh, that's Rice. You know, Zinchenko, he's all looking good in pre-season and that, yeah. Do you know what I mean? He usually does. But I don't know, man. Throughout the season, man, I don't think he's a reliable source. I'm still hurting from that Liverpool game, yeah, where he got nuts by was it Trent? And they went on to score that header, man. Firmino, that one hurt, bro. And what was the one where Salah last season, yeah, just inside, just like easy, and scored that banger at Anfield. So I'm still a bit wary of him. Going forward, yeah, he's decent, but defensively, I don't trust him. I don't trust him, bro. Right. Lyon in the attack. Good play. And how long's Partey gonna last as well? You know, how long's Partey's legs gonna last? Good ball in from Lyon's perspective. How long is Partey gonna last? And what's going on with Marino? Are we still in the mix for Marino? I heard nothing about it. Let's check my sources. Why is there obstacles to getting? Oh, Martinelli. Martinelli's got the pace, but he hasn't got the guile. And this is what I was saying in my talk yesterday. Yeah, he hasn't got the tech ability, man. Look, it's just too predictable, man. Look at the ball. Great ball in. It's just too predictable. You're not going to score like that. We're not getting Marino, man. Yeah. We're not getting Marino. Yeah. I don't know what's going on because these men are stalling on the Marino team. So Declan Rice, another corner. Floats it in again. And it's another goal. It's 2-0. And it's Gabriel this time. Simple over the top, ball in again. 2-0 to the Gooners. Or to the Gunners. 2-0. Great goal. Great finish. Nice finish by Gabriel. So good. Both the centre-backs on the score sheet. Nice header there. Couldn't miss, really. Gabriel continuing his fine form from last season. Big shout to him. Is it water break time now? I think these guys are going to have a water break now. Why have I got these? What's going on here? Comments. Okay, let's get rid of that comment. So water break time, 2-0 to Arsenal. Just a couple minutes short of the 30-minute mark. And yeah, Arsenal comfortable. This Lyon team, I wouldn't say are great, but they're probably they're still in pre-season as well. So this game is just about fitness, really, isn't it? It's all about fitness, and yeah, we've looked all right. we've continued from where we finished last season. Basically, you know, we still look like a strong team. You know, just imagine how stronger we could be with additional striker. You know, another midfielder. Because now, if we were to bring in an extra midfielder or extra striker, it's almost like they're playing catch up, because they're going to need time to adjust into the system that we play, you know. And the thing is with Arteta as well is that he's one of these managers that he's got his favourites. So he's going to play his favourites regardless. So unless you're doing something in training, unless you're playing with win the dog, do you understand? You know what I mean? Or doing some type of bonding with the fans, pause, and all the players, pause. Then yeah, he won't select you, you know. So, and let's be real, yeah. Have we actually replaced Aubameyang? And when my boy Caps mentioned this yesterday, it's like we've not even actually replaced Aubameyang. Oh, they nearly scored. Oh, LYON nearly scored there. Oh yeah, the pickpocketing thing. Yeah, they weren't alert there. Arsenal weren't alert there. Ball in again. Everyone craves for a centre forward. Yeah. Oh, that's a ball to Martinelli. Martinelli's in. Is he gonna? He's done. That's a penalty, ref. Martinelli again, man. Seriously, bro. What a ball to Martinelli. Who is that from? Havertz. What a ball, man. You've got to score. You've got to score. Oh, man. How many chances does this Martinelli need? I've got to message my boy. You know, today as well, I really wanted to keep tabs on Martinelli today. I know it's pre-season, but boy, you got to be putting them chances away, my G. You've got to be putting them chances away. Yeah? This guy, yeah? What a ball by Havertz, though. What a ball. I want to diss Havertz every time, but that was a wicked ball, you know. The measurement pass. The measurement on that pass. What a goal. What a goal. It's a good ball. And straight into Ray. So Ray hasn't really had any much to do today. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes, yeah. I know you guys are passing through and stuff like that, yeah. Make sure you're smashing the likes as well, yeah. Showing your boy Waffle TV love, yeah. It's been a while since I've done, you know, a few streams in a row. So make sure you're smashing it, sharing the love and all them things there. Let me see how many likes we're on. Oh, Martinelli's in again. No, that's Havertz this time. Oh no, it's offside. Right. Oh, my boy True Gooner's doing a watch along as well. Big up to True Gooner as well. Let me just jump onto here. So we've got 3 people watching. 5 likes, 6 likes, not too bad. Not too bad. That's not too shabby. 180 subs as well. Big up. On the road to 200 subs, people. So make sure you're smashing the likes and everything, and I appreciate all of you in the building. I really do appreciate all my subscribers. You know what I'm like already. Yeah. You know what I'm like. I don't mess about. But let me just share this with one of my other channels so they can all come and see my face. So 33 minutes in. Let me just share this to my attack here. Saka still on the ball, still got the ball. Yeah. Saka's really strong, but dispossessed there, and he's got a free kick. Well done. Well done, Saka. Well done. Yeah. Yeah. So we've got a free kick. It's going to be in swinger. Let's have a look. Yeah. Saka on the ball. Yeah. He's going to go for a short one. Yeah. What we do as well after the game as well, we talk about the game, and you know, we discuss match reaction. Good ball in again. It's another head. Oh, who's missed that header now? And who missed that header now? 6'9" Havertz. Look at that. Let's see. Maybe a bit too high. Let's see the header. Yeah, it's a bit too high for Havertz. So I'll give him that one. But the set pieces, man. The set pieces are all right. The set pieces are doing all right. I'm telling you, Saka, yeah. His GA is gonna be up there. His GA is gonna be up there next season. As long as we keep him fit, yeah. This guy is gonna do some madness. Yeah. Big up to Shiny Pichu. I think that's Jamie. Big up to you, my brother. Hope you're well. Yeah, Havertz. Yeah, to be fair to him, that was a little bit high. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time. It's always him. Oh man. Problem he needs rotation. Saka can't. Yeah, this is. This is the problem. Saka needs rotation. Arteta wants to grind him into the ground. Pause. Where is Jesus? Is Jesus going to be the rotation? Or is Jesus going to be the rotation with Havertz up top? Then, if that's the case, then is it going to be a Van Neri? Is it going to be? It's all questions, man. All questions at the moment. It's all questions. Just nobody knows. So you got Reece Nelson on the sideline. I don't know who that Ute is. Who's that Ute there? See some Ute on the sideline. Let me see I think that's Haven or whatever his name is. Let me see. It'd be Trossard on the right or Vieira. Yeah, Vieira, innit? Vieira, you know. Don't know about Vieira, man. We're on the ball now. Ball to Havertz. He slowed it down again. Vieira on the right. Oh, man. Do you know what? We're not buying no one, man. We're definitely not buying anyone. We are definitely not buying anyone. Unless we get an injury, that's a serious injury, we ain't buying anyone. I think Arteta's going to risk it with the same team. Arteta likes to just shake things up, everything up. Yeah. Saka on the ball. Saka. Oh, come on, Saka, man. Saka's not he's not known for being a dribbler, is he? He's never been known for like really being a dribbler. He's just like, I wouldn't even say Saka's tricky as a winger. I'd just say he's just like tenacious, very predictable. I think we've signed 2 more players or at least 1 more. Yeah, I think maybe 1 more and they will say, yeah, we tried to sign this player on deadline day. Probably those kind of lyrics. A Gyökeres, yeah, would suit this system so well, man. He would suit this system so well, but we ain't getting him. We have to sell to buy, and I'm still seeing Kitty Catty still Deji's names still in the building. Ben Rama playing for Lyon, doing his thing. So we're approaching the 40th minute. David Raya hasn't really had to make, well, I don't think he's made a save at all. I still think the balance on the left is a little bit, I don't know. Martinelli for me is just not, I don't know, man. Yes, he's got pace and stuff, but I don't know. He bothers me. I just don't want us to panic buy. Yeah, man, definitely. I feel we should have sold Tomiyasu yet. Nelson, Jorginho, Ramsdale, and Zinchenko. Yeah, should have, but you know, we're so slow, yeah, in the transfer market of getting rid of players. You know, these men are going to be here. So Eddie and Nick Nelson, they're still making their £100 a week. You know, sitting on that bench. Wouldn't you rather like sold those 2 players and played like a very good player, like 180, £200 a week? That's what I would rather do. Oh, that's a good ball to Leon. Good ball. Oh, good save. Maitland-Niles into Mikawatsi or whatever it is. Mikawatsi. First bit of danger there for Arsenal, though. Oh, was that Saliba that kicked the ball out? That's some good defending there. What I love about the Arsenal crowd, they're so multicultural. Yeah, Arsenal is such a multicultural club. Yeah, you know, you've got black, white, Asian, Chinese. You know, you look at the crowd and it's just all multicultural. That's what I love about my club. Yeah, what I love about my club. Great ball to Saka. Saka. Or inside. Good ball to Odegaard. Odegaard to... Martinelli's not technical there. Yeah, that's the problem, man. He's Brazilian as well, man. It's like no tech. Brazilian with no tech, man. A Brazilian with no tech is like something with no back. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing more. I ain't gonna be disrespectful, but it's dead. It's dead. Everything 2 years later. And if we don't win nothing this season, oh boy, there's going to be some questions being asked. think you might be ahead of me. Has Odegaard had a chance? I think you're a bit ahead of me. Let me see this chance. I'm on 43 minutes, so let's see. This got to be the chance now. Odegaard in front of goal as well, man. He's a little bit. He's not the greatest. Here we go. Ball out. Oh yeah. He should have just shot it. He should have just shot. He should have just shot. Good bit of movement there by Ben White. A little bit too predictable with the cross though. So in the 44th minute, Arsenal with a corner, sorry. Get these likes up, people, yeah? Get these likes up. Sun shining in London. Rubbish cross. Why doesn't Zinchenko take the corners from the other side? I don't get it. Maybe because that side's there's no one there defensively in case anything happens. Zinchenko to Odegaard. Odegaard, good ball to Partey. Partey to Saka. And the ref's going to block in a few seconds' time. I don't think there's not really been that much really in terms. Good ball in. I'm just going to blow that whistle at any minute or any second now. Oh, it's 2 minutes. See, we make good crosses. If we had a striker, this is what I'm talking about, Dazza. This is what I'm talking about. We crossed the ball. We crossed the ball, but look at that. Look at that pass to. This team really frustrates me at times. Havertz is not it. Arteta needs to get out of this mindset that Havertz is going to be the striker for the next. Oh, man. This guy, man. The only person that believes in Havertz is Arteta. I don't think any fan believes in Havertz. This is just madness. See, we make good crosses. Yeah, we need a striker, man. Big up to Chris Welsh in the building. And you guys playing today? I think you guys were playing Seville, innit? Last time I checked, it was like 2-0. So Liverpool. Let's see what the score ended up being. Oh, you lot won 4-1. Wow. Look at that. Jota, Diaz, 2 goals, and Yoni or whatever his name is. So that's not bad. It's not bad from Liverpool. Nice and ready for the new season. Big up to the Liverpool fans. Big up to Chris Welsh in the building as well. I hope you're having a great Sunday, my friend. 1-4-1. Yeah, don't sleep on Liverpool as well next season. Yeah, do not sleep on them, because when they have a good start, and I wouldn't say Liverpool are a team that drops off just like an Arsenal, but I think there were factors last season. There's a lot of factors last season in terms of like the manager leaving and stuff like that. I just think like at a certain point, as much as the team wanted to do it for Klopp, you know, it got to that stage where, do you know what? Yeah, we just can't do it. You know, and it'd be interesting how Liverpool are under Arne Slot as well, slot machine. You know, they may turn out to surprise a few of us You know, everyone, all I'm hearing is talk from people saying, oh, it's Arsenal's year and Arsenal that. But for me, it's still City's to lose, you know, and there's going to be teams up there that's going to be competing, causing upsets. We still can't go to we still can't go Anfield and beat Liverpool. We're going with the same team. We're probably going with the same team to Anfield. Yeah. If Liverpool get a Zubamendi, you know, who knows? They might even jump on a Tony. You don't know what will happen on the last day of whatever. Yeah. You know, teams might just do a madness and just, you know what, we might be able to get Tony for cheap. Let's bring him in. And then suddenly, Liverpool start to look a little bit scary. I'm not saying they're not scary as it is, but they start to look a bit scarier. But anyway, enough talk about Liverpool for now. Dazza says, the fans expected him to be that type of goal scorer, but he's not. He may have confidence, but are we really getting 20 GA out of him? Nah, doubt it very much. Doubt it very much. And the thing is, with him, yeah, is that he will score a few goals. You know, people will just gas him up, you know, and, you know, just with a false insecurity, thinking that we don't need to buy anyone. You know, we've got Havertz. What is it? And then that tune comes out, that dead tune about 60 million or down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Wacka, wacka, wacka. Hey, get out my face with that rubbish, bro. I don't want to hear none of that. Yeah, I want a proper striker that's going to, you know, do some madness. Chris says, we look fresh in pre-season, but hopefully turn up like this in the season. I'm only confident about Liverpool this season. Out of my teams was already about Carlisle yesterday. Clown of a manager. Chris doesn't mess about, you know. Chris cracks me up. Yeah, cracks me up. Do you know what, Chris? I might have a word with Southgate. He might be able to do a job for you guys. Bismillah. Salam, Malia in the building. I hope you're well. I'm doing well, my friends. Alhamdulillah, we say. I'm good. Glad we're 2-0 up. Yeah, it's just a nice little workout in it so far, isn't it? As long as we don't start doing the over celebration thing, if we win, you know, for this cup, because it'd be embarrassing. It'd be embarrassing. Just do your thing, win the game, then we start next week. Tony is not leaving Brentford. That's a big statement. That's a very big statement. Maybe or maybe not. No one knows the answer yet. However, we all know that Tony does want to leave Brentford, so I can't see Brentford, you know, keeping an unhappy player in the mix. So yeah, I don't know. That's a 50-50 for me. You know, I'm not too sure. But you know what? He'd do a job at Arsenal, I'll tell you that now. He'd be better than Havertz up top anyway. Arsenal need to buy more players. That's what we need from the rooftops. Arsenal need to buy more players. That's what we need from the rooftops again. Catchy tune, but yeah, even Havertz knows he's not that guy. Yeah, for real. He knows. And you're only going to be the next one to break through like Bradley and Kwanzaa. What position does he play? Midfield, centre back, forwards. Oh no, he's that young forward, isn't he? Young forward, isn't he? So he should be all right. Southcam belongs at Man United and Paul Simpson. Thanks for everything in the past, but go manage England under 21s, who he won his only trophy with. Oh man, that's funny. I'm frustrated with Zubamendi's situation at the moment. Wish he makes his decision. But Edwards and co will get the player, in my opinion. You know, the thing with that, yeah, is what happens, and I'm asking the chat, what happens, because obviously there's two players there that Premier League teams are interested in. Both players, I'm making the assumption here, want to move for big money or big wages. What happens if one goes? Does the other one stay? You know, what's the situation there? You know, or can Real Sociedad get rid of both players? That's my question, and that's what I'm curious about to find out, because it's really interesting. So you've got Zubamendi's 25 years old, who Arsenal were actually scouting like last season. There's a lot of talk. And you've got Marino as well, who didn't hear about Marino before the Euros, didn't know nothing about him. All of a sudden now, Arsenal are just chatting about him, yeah, like he's go. So it's weird how this club operate. You know, teams usually look at a player, maybe they scouted them, maybe, you know, they've got firm interest, but they don't usually in the same club go from one player to another player, like in a similar position, you know, just like, if we can't get Zubamendi, we're going to go for Marino. It's a weird situation, that what we're doing. And I don't know. All I can do is speculate, but I am frustrated, just like Chris as well. Yeah, because we need to bring in players. Obviously, Liverpool haven't really brought in that many players. I don't know if you brought in any players, actually. It's hella frustrating. It's hella frustrating. Yeah, we've got Calafiori, that's it. And some young goalkeeper. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Sociedad can't do anything. If release clauses are triggered, Liverpool were trying to negotiate a lower fee, but now they're about to trigger it, apparently. Oh, wow. Okay. So they trigger it. Then what is it up to the player then, whether he wants to move or not? Then is that the case then? What happens there? Does the player have to say yes or no, or it's down to the club? Because once you do the release clause, even though it's a release clause, does that mean the team have to sell, yeah, to the highest bidder, or whoever matches the release clause? I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, it's been a good game, man. It's been all right. First half was decent. I still feel that this Arsenal team's very robotic. They're very kind of like almost Man City-esque in terms of the way they play. There's no flair in the side. Yeah, apart from that Havertz pass to Martinelli, which was Tekker's pass of the game. Yeah, if you saw the measurement on that pass, yeah, what a beautiful pass from Havertz to Martinelli. Apart from that, though, we just look robotic. You know, there's nothing. I didn't see anything really exciting about that game. I know I'm being overcritical, and I know it's pre-season, but you know, this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to be critical. I'm here to praise, but I'm also here to be critical as well. And yes, we're 2-0 up, but there's still factions in the game that that frustrate me. You know, we could be like 4-0 up, 5-0 up by now. If Martinelli had his shooting boots on, we could be 4-5-0 up. And this is the thing about Martinelli. What he's doing now He'll be doing a lot in the league as well, because he's not an established finisher. Yes, he had a one breakout season where, you know, I think he scored 15 goals. But he's like, I don't even want to be using the word raw still, because Martinelli's like, what, 23? Is he 23 now? How old is Martinelli? How old is he now? How old is Martinelli now? How can you have a Brazilian with no tech? How can we have a Brazilian with no tech? So Martinelli's 23. He just turned 23 last month. He's got 32 goals in 128 appearances for Arsenal for a winger. 100. Okay, they may not all be starts, but still, man, that's a lot of games. 32 goals. Is that bad or is that good? Am I being overcritical? Let me know. Listen. I don't know everything. Yeah, you can correct me. I don't know everything, but you know, is Martinelli the type of player that's gonna get us over the line? I need to know this. I need to know this from you guys. You know, because all I'm seeing is the same predictable. He gets into very good positions. Don't get me wrong. And you know what? I'm probably going to be wrong next week. He'll probably score a brace next week, and you know, I'll be like jumping up, celebrating. But from what I saw against the game in Liverpool and what I'm seeing today, he's been a little bit frustrating. But hopefully, second half, he can kick on and score a goal. Listen, all those people that I see, though, all those people that are just watching this now, yeah, make sure you're smashing the likes, people. Yeah, I know you're here for a reason. You're here because it's a lovely day. You like hearing my voice, yeah. You know how we do, yeah. Arsenal FC. Big up to my main man, yeah. My main man, AFC, always in the building, my boy. This is my guy here, right here, AFC always. He said, "Ad, big up, bro. Just came to hit the like and shows my support. Busy getting ready to go to Portugal. Woo, 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 for my holidays tomorrow. Big up. Listen, man. Wishing you a great holiday. Portugal's probably zinging right now. It's probably proper hot. Make sure you have a safe flight. Make sure you enjoy your journey. Yeah. And yeah, just relax. Don't stress about nothing. You know, and just enjoy your holiday, bro. You know, make sure you have a great time. And you better enjoy yourself now, because you know, come next week, Premier League starts. It's gonna be stress. It's gonna be stress. Make sure you're I'll be doing some streams as well, so you can hook me up when you're in Portugal. You know, let the locales know that I'm there, people. Yeah, maybe Northside probably be doing this thing as well. So you know, big up to everyone. Big up to the people in the building. Chris says, yeah, it's up to the players, not the club. Wow, the Assembled. I ain't seen this guy for a minute. I haven't seen the Assembled in a minute. I thought the Assembled totally abandoned me. I thought he was sick of me. You know, I thought he divorced me and he left. You know, he left me. But the Assembled is back, as I can see. Big up to you, the Assembled. I hope you're well. I hope life is good. You know, I hope everything is going well for you. You're enjoying the summer. And it's nice to see you in the chat. I've seen you in some other streams somewhere, but it's nice to actually see the Assembled. What? And then see, he just hits me with this now. First thing he talks about is Nketiah. Is he still here? Haven't we agreed personal terms? Second half has started, by the way, guys. Haven't we agreed? Have we not agreed, like, personal terms already? Is this guy not in his way? What's Fabrizio saying? Has Fabrizio said anything? Let's see. Let's see. Because if Fabrizio has not said anything, then can't see anything from Fabrizio. I can't see nothing from Fabrizio, man. So he's still in the building. Abs obrigado. That means thank you in Portuguese. Yeah, big up, man. Big up, Matt. Obrigado to you as well, my friend. Big up to Chris. He just said he shared my channel on my page for you, pal. Big up to you, Chris, man. Big respect to you, man. I should be doing similar for you as well on my Facebook channel as well. So I'll be sharing a lot of your stuff as well. Big up to Stepsy. He says big up as yeah, big up to you, Stepsy. Do you know what, Stepsy? You know what, Stepsy? I was looking to see when Luton was playing yesterday, and I couldn't see them on there. Are you playing on Monday or something, or have you played already? Because I couldn't see you guys on the schedule. So, are you playing Monday or are you playing today? I couldn't see. I couldn't see you guys, man. But hope you're well, Stepsy. Hope family's all good. Big up to the Southern Goonie. He says, "Hey, brother, shoot a link and I'll hop on, brother." Do you know what? Let's send my boy Southern Goon the link. Oh, you playing? Are you playing tomorrow, bro? Let me send my boy Matty the link. Hold on a sec. Let me send it over. I'm sure. Hold on, guys. Yeah, just got to answer the phone. Yes, people. Right, let me get the link for my boy, Mr. Goo, Mr. Matty. There we go. Right, let's send it to Matty. Yo, Matty, I've sent you the link, bro. If you want to jump on, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. So if you want to jump on, have you seen anything that will convince you that Arsenal will be above second? What a beautiful question. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I'm still seeing the predictable Martinelli. Saka can't dribble past his first man, but I'm not worried about Saka. Havertz still looks the same. What's the word? Cumbersome. One thing about Havertz, yeah, that he's done, which is really impressive, was that pass. Oh, that's a good shot by Odegaard. He done a really good, nice pass. Done a really, really nice pass in the first half to Martinelli, but he doesn't impress me at all. Stepsy says Burnley. Oh, here he is. Big Matt's in the building. Hold on, where are you?
I'm here, but where you at, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, how come I can't see you in the chat?
No clue, bro.
Hold on.
There we
you
go.
are.
There we go. There we go. What's up, brother?
Bro, you know what? It's just been. We'll have to chat off air, but it's been hectic, my brother. It's been hectic, my brother. It's been very hectic. Let me. I'm going to text you quickly a couple of things.
Yeah. But yeah, man, this is I've been watching most of this game, man, and this is just basic preseason footy, man. But it's a case of I have a few concerns. I just have a few concerns here, man. Is that
A lot of concern, not a few,
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, bro. I just saw this, man. We'll chat when we get off there. Man. Yeah, it's bro. Where's the striker? Where is the striker, man? Where is the striker, bro? Saliba and Gabriel has done the scoring today.
Yeah.
And this is what we saw last season. I don't think Arsenal fans realize, or people realize, we like a striker away from actually winning something. We're a striker away. And today is another Lyon. This is a Lyon team, Vance, that has finished 6th last season. 6. This is 6. This is probably one of the worst Lyon teams they've ever had. They were at one point last year it was in the relegation zone at one point. And we out here today making a meal of it.
Oh yeah, as always, it's just like, you know, when I watch this Arsenal team, yeah, and I was just saying it probably about 5 minutes ago. Stepsy, I'm going to get back to you in a minute. Yeah, I want to message you a bit later. You know, I've seen your message, so I'm going to talk to you a bit. When I watch this Arsenal team, it just seems like a team full of almost like mechanical robots. There's what it's almost like there's no flair. There's hardly anything. There's no the character. I don't see character in this team. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, but I just don't see the character in this team. I don't see, you know.
All right, we should score right. See right there.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Right there. That right there. That passage of play right there.
Oh, my.
That passage of play right there. That passage of play right there.
Did you see the one to Martinelli? Did you see the one to Martinelli in the first half?
Yeah.
It should be 4-5 up.
There's no creative spark. You know, I got a couple of terms. I told Northside on Friday. We're gonna bring football back, man. I got a couple of terms. There's no player out there right now showing the mastery of the game. No players in total control of this game. None of the players are expressing themselves.
All system.
This is all system-based football. This is system-based football. And if you can get something out of the system, you can get something out of the system. Look at that right there. Look at this.
Oh, he's got to score that though.
This is what I'm saying.
He has to score.
Yeah. At minimum, put it back across for somebody else to score. That's at minimum.
People are going to say, "Oh, what a great save!" He's headed it literally right to him,
The assemble is down there. I told assemble. What did I tell y'all back in June? What did I tell y'all?
Yeah.
He was there. He saw it. I said 1 to 2 players. Havertz will be the striker. And he's going to go try it again with Jesus and Havertz. And he's going to see how it works. He's going to try to get through August. If he can get through August, he's going to keep it. If we capitulate, look bad, he may go buy a striker to try to salvage the season. But for right now, I think he's going to keep it just the way it is. And we're seeing it proven, because this is close to about what you're going to see the starting lineup for next Saturday. Which is the same team. Zinchenko's out there again. Remember I told folks, I said, oh, he ain't going nowhere. People were talking about it at the end of the last season. Oh, we're going to sell him. No, he's going to be here.
You notice Zinchenko's talking a lot as well.
Yeah.
Talking a lot. So that means Arteta's got his faith in him.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. The only player in this team that was leaving was so bad, and they had to get rid of him was Nketiah because he was so bad. They had to get rid of it. They had to.
Mm-hmm.
And then once again, Bance, we look this summer. What did you see this summer in preseason? What did you see? Did you notice anything different today? That's not on display? Look at the kids. Where the kids at now? Everybody's going on about these kids. Oh man, he's gonna play them. You know, this, that, and the third. You know, Ethan Winari, Skelly, all these guys.
Yeah.
The first team is getting the majority of the reps today. But you played these kids most of the season, most of the preseason.
Oh, chance. And the thing is with these kids is they're not going to see no game time. I was on a stream with Craig yesterday, and he was saying, "Oh, you know, these kids they're ready. You know, they're ready to maybe not start games, but get some time off the bench." But Arteta doesn't work like that. You know, Arteta's someone that he promotes full streams. You know, he's an illusionist. You know, so he give you this sense of like, you know, belonging, but deep down, you know, he holds the keys. He holds the keys, and as long as he holds the keys and he keeps you keen, you know, he's in control. So I don't see none of these guys getting hardly any match time. Probably if there's a really bad injury in a game or something, and you know, there is a must for them to come on, but I can't see him actually looking at these players. And the thing is as well though, Matt, if we're going for a league title, these youngsters shouldn't be anywhere near the first team. They shouldn't be anywhere near the first team.
A lot of these players should be moved. They should be not sold, but they should be on loan at teams, getting them prepared to go. They should be the quality of loan for these players should be really good to where that when they come back, they're ready to go into the first team. When you look at City loan out players, and their players come back and they're ready to play into the team.
Yeah,
they're not needing these developmental, you know, go over here. You know, these guys are coming back ready to go. And you saw that on display yesterday. Now you saw, I don't know if you had a chance, did you watch the game yesterday or not? But I noticed something there.
Yes.
Because I was trying to watch two games at one time. I was trying to watch the United States women. I was trying to watch that, but I watched the majority of that game there up until the end. But if you notice, City was kind of coasting, you know, kind of trying to get sorted out. But when they put that first team in, when you pretty much got the first team out there, you saw the difference immediately. Yeah, you saw the difference real quick. So people were going, "Oh well, man, City, they don't look good." This, that, and the third. As soon as Bernardo hit that field, and you saw Savio, and you saw all that stuff clicking, how quick the ball was moving, it was bang, bang, bang. Oscar Bob, you see him, the difference in him from last year and this year. You can look dead at it and see it. Oscar Bob,
progressed. He's looking good. He's looking decent.
Yeah, I mean, this season is not going to be a cakewalk by any stretch of the imagination. Spurs just got Solanke.
Yeah,
I mean, they're going to give it a go. Villa is going to give it a go. This year is going to be difficult. It's going to be a very difficult season. And what just upsets me is just the fact that we know we need a striker, and we're doing everything else but getting a striker. They take the pressure off of Saka and Martinelli. We're looking at them to do everything.
I'm gonna ask you a question. And someone brought this up yesterday. Who's the second best manager in the Premier League?
If you was to ask this the novice that would know, they would immediately say Arteta. But I would have to say Unai Emery. Look what he's done with Villa. That's Villa. That's a team that's only been back up in the Premier League. I think they've been back, 3-4 years? back in the who was that? That was West Ham. Who was that? Somebody got relegated and went down and came back. I can't remember now. I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember.
Sheffield United. Not Sheffield United. Luton?
Must have been West Ham went down and came back up recently. I can't remember exactly who it was. Somebody, one of the big teams came back, but I know Aston Villa was floundering there. They were floundering there for a while. Then he gets there, and then look what he done. Look what he's done. He comes in, puts a team together in less time than what Arteta's had with us. And then they're in Europe, they're buying quality players. They're dangerous. The only reason why they didn't do it last year is because they didn't have enough tools, and you saw it there towards the end of the season. They kind of trailed off there. But then this year he went out and strengthened the team. He went and strengthened the team and did it immediately. Soon as the window opened, you heard signings were going over to Aston Villa. And what do you see with us? We spent the whole summer chasing one defender who everybody's waiting for him to come on today. That's what everybody wants to see is him. We spent a whole summer chasing one
player. And the thing is, who did it? Did you know who Calafiori was before? Because I
had no clue. I had no clue who Calafiori was. I had no clue. I had no clue, Vance. I had no clue. When everybody kept talking about Calafiori, I had no clue. Bro, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. The last thing I was even thinking about when the season ended was defense. I was locked in on a striker. That's all I wanted was a striker. That's all that I wanted was a striker.
Why is Arteta like this? When you look at the last striker we had, that was a terrible ball, man. It was Aubameyang, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Arteta's never really brought in like someone to replace him, has he?
No, he hadn't. And I'm gonna tell you what this shows. Once again, this shows the inexperience. Look, I've sat here all summer and I watched football from pillar to post. I watched just about every tournament that's been on, the Olympics included. There are players out there in the world. I tell Gunnar this all the time. When people say there's no strikers out there are strikers out there in this world. I watch Brazilian league. I watch all these different leagues. There are players in the world that can strike a ball. Strikers is, to be honest with you, a striker is actually the easiest thing to find. Defense is the hardest thing to find because you got to actually train. They have to learn positioning and everything. A striker, if you look hard enough, you can find a striker. You can find a striker. There's no way you're going to tell me that there's no strikers available on the planet Earth that can come in and do a job, that can actually score. That can score, even if the player's a little long in the tooth. I said this Friday night. I said people kept saying, "Oh, Ivan Toney, he's 20. Who cares? He's 28. What? Ian Wright was in his late 20s. Ian Wright was a late bloomer. Mm-hmm. Look at all these late bloomers we have for that playing for us that was a striker."
You know what makes me laugh, Matty? Fans don't look at what a player can do now, but they're more interested in what he's going to do in 2-3 years' time. What kind of nonsense is that from Arsenal fans?
Man, it's amazing when you think about it, man. And it's like people don't see. The joke is you can't see the forest for the trees, and that's Arsenal. That's our fan base. They can't see the forest for the trees. The fact of the matter, Vance, is that we're sitting right here. We're in the moment now. We're competing now with two second place finishes. This is the opportunity. Not like you said, not 4 years from now. 4 years from now, we could be looking like Chelsea. But right now, we're in the thick of it. So what do you do in the thick of it? You challenge. I said this Friday. People are saying, appreciate that, brother. People are saying, well, what are we doing for this season? Where should we be going? Should we be going for the title? And I'll say it again. Bench, you were there when I said this at the end of the season. I said, for me, this season, we should start with the Carabao Cup. Because it's a trophy that can be won in the season. It gives the boys a boost. If they get one piece of silverware, they'll want another piece of silverware. It's the easiest for the team with the way the team is constructed right now. There's no reason we shouldn't be competing for that Carabao Cup. There's no reason in the world. We spent $1 billion on this team. $1 billion on this team. This team should be winning stuff. At least one trophy this year. We've got to win one trophy. I know everybody wants to win the league, but we really can't even start talking about winning the league until we talking to March, April. Realistically, after what we've been through the last 2 years. So even talking about the title right now is out of the question, because we all know we could be the first half. We've been the first half season champions 2 times on the spin, just about it. We've done this 2 times. And so now we should, and now Vance, what we should do is we should go into this season saying let's just do our job, see where we are. But in the meantime, let's try to get some of these cups. And then we're going to see where we are going into the second half of the season. And we need to know. Then from now, we can, if we're in this thing, we can go strengthen the team. And then, we could have a shot at, have a go at it. But if all of this talk right now, I'm seeing people saying, oh, we're going to win the league. I'm seeing pundits. I'm even seeing talking heads saying, oh, Arsenal, this is Arsenal's year. We hadn't even played 15 games. Hadn't even played 15 games, and people saying this all year. Based off of what? Just because we finished second twice, 3 years in a row?
Oh, this is funny. What I was going to say as well, that I get your point about winning a cup, However, we need to look at now. I think winning a cup now is going to be even harder now, because you've got the likes of Man United.
I was just going to say, has our window passed for that? Has the window passed now? That's what I was in my head. I was just ready. Has that window passed for us to win cups?
Because now everyone wants to win a cup now. Everyone wants to win a cup now. So,
you saw what United did yesterday? Double sign. Bro, when the last time you seen a double signing from the same team in the same day? I ain't seen that since I was a kid. Since we was probably our early 20s last time I seen something like that.
It's true, It's true.
A double signing. I literally was like, what? They signed who? De Ligt and old boy from Bayern Munich. How did he pull that off?
That Jimmy's not messing about, Jimmy's had the taste of a couple of cups now.
Yeah.
He's getting a feel for winning, And they may not win the league or anything, but I'm gonna tell you now, they're gonna come to the Emirates and they're gonna compete. They're going to compete with us at home and away. So and with Man United as well, they might on the last day of the transfer going for Tony, and then all of a sudden they're looking like a different beast.
Bro, but me, you, Tech, Jez, Tony, Lee, Northside, Kenny Ken, anybody else that's been all we've been saying for the last 2-3 years, I've been Tony. And what did you hear? Oh, the manager doesn't like you. Sometimes you just gotta learn how to work with folks. That's part of management. You have to learn how to work with people. And if we mess around here and let this player who is verbally come out and say that he wants to come to Arsenal, he said it. He's shown it in his actions that he wanted to come to the football club. And you let this man go to a team like United and turn around and go over there and put him in the best position to win something, you are going to look like a fool, a complete fool. A complete fool. And not only that, Vance, but then he's cheaper than what he was initially. He's cheaper.
But Arteta's got pride, isn't it?
Yeah, that pride. What they say, man. Pride come what? Before the fall.
Yeah.
Pride come before the fall. Pride come before the fall, man. I just there are opportunities for us to be competitive, and we just refuse. He refuses to go about it. Man, Arsene Wenger would at least sign the striker by now. I am full confident that if Arsene Wenger was coaching this team, he'd have at least bought a striker by now. Defensive midfield, a different ball game. Creative midfielder, possibly a different ball game. Defender, different ball game. But striker, I at least know we'd have had that. Because you got to have a striker. I mean, everybody, California's out there on this pitch, but is he going to score the goals? What if Odegaard goes down this year? Has anybody talked about that? What if Odegaard goes down this year?
Oh, what we got Vieira though, Matt. We've got Vieira, isn't it? You know, the magician Vieira. That now can't get a position, so he takes over Saka's position.
I'm gonna ask you again. What happens to Odegaard? What happens to Odegaard goes down? Oh man, we got some major questions that's gonna get asked this year.
There's a quick question here. I think you've already answered already, but Matt is saying, Dazza says, Matty, do you think we will aim for a cup this year? I think you answered that already, but
Dazza, we should aim for a cup this year. We should aim for one. I think we should, but will we? I don't know under this manager, because he puts the priority on stuff that, you know, like the Champions League. Come on, man, this team ain't ready. Come on, man. I'm just being honest with you. I watched Bayern Munich yesterday against Spurs. I watched the.
Oh, they were cooking.
I looked at that and I said, "Wow." I literally said, "Wow." You know, just to look at the team that all these guys coming off break, but to see how quick they move the ball, bang, 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 boom, 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 boom. And I said, "Man, we are a mile away from this team. Look
who's on the ground.
Never fails, bro. It never fails. Both of them been on the floor all day, him and Martinelli. Man, this is all stuff we talk. Look at him holding his hamstring. Look at it. This is all stuff that we talked about. Me, you, Tony, all us talked. Ted, we talked about this right at the end of last season. He can't stay healthy, and people are really thinking that he's going to come into this season. We're going to be able to lean on Jesus for a whole season. No way. No way. It's the reason why he didn't go to the Copa America. He was hurt at the end of last season. He had minor surgery after the season. Minor. And guess what? He's on the ground again.
That guy's like a lawnmower, man. He loves that ground, man. I'm telling you. He loves that ground.
You can't lean on this man for a whole season, bro. It's no way. It's not fair to him. He's not that type of player. His best years are past him. His best years are past him. I bet as soon as he leave Arsenal, he may go to Italy, but he'll probably end up going back to Brazil.
Yeah.
Playing for Botafogo or somewhere. Going down there, playing for them. His best years are behind him now. Injury prone, injury laden. He's up and moving around now, but come on. That right there, what you saw was a classic example of that could be in the middle of the season.
He's gone off. He's gone off. Has he gone off or has he come back on?
He's back on. He's back on. Yeah, he's back on. Martinelli. Only way you get the best out of him is if you have a striker. Who was the striker when you brought him on the scene? When he burst on the scene, who was the striker? Aubameyang.
Yeah.
That's what we got the best years out of him when we had a striker. What happens if Saliba goes down? What happens if Gabriel goes down?
You know what? You know, just that question you asked there, my heart nearly skipped a beat when you asked that question. What if Saliba goes down? People say, oh, well, Calafiori can play there. People will say that. But yeah, Calafiori's never played there for an Arsenal team. So,
you know what the Arsenal fans are doing, Vance? They're doing the same thing the manager do. We'll put him over there and see what he can do. See if he can do a job instead of having a preparation to be sorted out to get the position straightened out just in case it happens. Because if you think we're gonna have our injury, if you think we're gonna avoid the injury bug like we did last year, you crazy. That was an anomaly. Any Arsenal fan tell you that was an anomaly. What we saw last year. We're notorious for having the physio room booked up.
Have you noticed as well the second half, yeah, there's been nothing really. It's just been first half was fine, but now it's just like There's no intensity.
It's in the
just
mud.
like sitting back. We're just happy just to.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it, man. I'm sitting here looking at it. And I was wondering if you noticed the same thing. It's just sideways, backwards, backwards, sideways, sideways, backwards, sideways, sideways, backwards, backwards, sideways, sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards. This also indicates that we still are struggling with our bench. Now, Leon has made wholesale changes.
We haven't made. Have we made any hardly any changes?
Here they come. Here they come right now. As you said that, here they come. Here come the wholesale changes right here. All the kids for to come on now.
Oh, all the kids.
And trust on.
Is this what's gonna lead us through?
And Jorginho.
Who's this? Oh, you've got Trossard, you've got Ranieri, you've got. How is Nelson still at this club? The only person we're missing here is Nketiah now. So
yeah, we know where he's at. Yeah, we know where he's at.
Mm.
That'll probably get announced between now and Tuesday.
Oh, I'm glad about that. But this guy coming off the pitch now, Havertz, if he's our number one striker next season, then forget about the league, people. Don't even think about the league. Think about a Carabao Cup. And even then, Arteta will find some way of messing that up as well. Big up to Kevin Mark, AFC. Big up to Coach's Corner as well. Yeah, Hanno, my admin guy as well, and obviously we do a lot of shows together as well. Big up to Hanno. Make sure you go and subscribe to Coach's Corner when you get the opportunity. Make sure you're subscribing to Southern Gooner. The link was posted in the chat earlier. Kevin Mark says, big up Matty and Abs. Liverpool looks like they are on smoke. There's high chances that Liverpool will progress further and possibly win a trophy rather than us in slots first season. This is what I'm saying. People are sleeping on Liverpool once again, Matty.
Yeah, I watched them over the summer. But you know what?
Oh, yeah.
You know what, man? Let's call it a buck. The kids were so good they won the Carabao Cup this year. And he's got them same kids with the addition of one or two players, and they're bringing in Zubomendi. Yeah, you know that. Yeah, you know that. You didn't hear about that. That's right. You got it the loop. So, yeah.
No.
Yeah, Friday. Go look put it in your phone. Type in Zubomendi in Liverpool. Right.
No, this is not what I wanted to see, my bro.
I forgot you just said you've been out of the loop. Yeah, go look. Look in your phone. Put it in your phone right quick. Don't say nothing, chat. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just let him put it in his phone. I want to look at the look on his face when he see it.
How long did that take? And we're here with months with Mourinho.
Oh man, hey bro, I told you, man. With everybody else get on their business, man, they get on their business. Yeah, this is why I said it's gonna be a rough season this year. It's gonna be rough. We'll be. Let me tell you like this: we'll be competitive. We'll be competitive. Competitive and winning is two different things, but we'll be competitive. I just don't know if we're winning anything. We're gonna definitely be competitive. The team is competitive. It's not a horrible team by any stretch of the imagination. 2 second place finishes. You know, there are competent footballers out there. The problem is when you start peeling back the layers. The things that certain teams have, we don't have. We don't have a winning pedigree when it comes to trophies, and we don't have a winning pedigree in critical situations. Liverpool, United. This is why me and Tony got into it last week. Well, I told Tony, I said, Tony, you like to laugh and pick at Manchester United, but Manchester United, if you look at their trophy history, man, they in the last couple of years, man, they're looking good. They are looking good. And then here we are, we're still trying to get it sorted out. This manager's only had one trophy in 5 years, as where that trophy was the FA Cup, which I'm glad we won it, but it was the worst thing that would have happened for this manager because then you got a false sense of, okay, well, he can do this and that. When that's just not the case right now. That's just not the case. So Manchester United has a winning pedigree. They would trophies. They beat the same team that everybody said we couldn't beat. because of super powerhouse Pep, and then they beat him in the FA Cup. They beat him, so they can get the job done. Liverpool can get the job done. Chelsea's over there, bad as they are, they still was in cup final, semifinals, and cup finals last year. Bad as that team was, Jackson, and all that. They was bad as that team was, and then you come to us, the team that the $1 billion team, and then we're still trying to get, as the brother asked, are we still going in for any cups when everybody else around us has been in for cups? You don't think Newcastle is gonna go out and try to go for a cup this year? You don't think they're gonna try to get everything they can out of my man here before he leaves? Because you know he's probably gonna leave after this year to strike him. You know, he's probably gonna leave. That's who everybody think. Oh, that's who we want to get. That's who we need. You think Barcelona and all them teams the creme de la creme gonna let players just walk right over to Arsenal now? Y'all think these teams the other teams are gonna let the top tier talent? Do people realize that Juventus is coming back in the Champions League? Do people realize that Red Bull, Salzburg, they're going to be looking to replace strikers, replace players that they've sold? Ajax is going to be trying to get back in this thing to get players. They get serious about trying to get competitive again. All these other teams, and regardless of what you think about some of these teams, because you hadn't seen them on the world stage as of late, they're still big name teams. These are big name teams. Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan,
Heritage.
Roma. Yeah. You know, these teams are still competitive. We out here this week, people were going crazy. We beat a bust down Leverkusen team. Bust down Leverkusen team. Who they just not getting together. They just not firing it up good. Because all they players, every last one of them just about it was playing in international ball this summer. It's about the whole team was an international ball.
Yeah.
And then we jumping around celebrating like we done something to get to that team. And then here we are today against LYON, who's actually a worse team. And we can't even hit the side of a barn. The defenders have done the scoring today. You mentioned it about 20 minutes ago. All I'm seeing is just sideways, backwards.
Sideways. It's all predictable. It's just so predictable. It's boring. I actually find Arsenal boring to watch these days. I don't even know why I even actually done a watch along today, but I just thought, let me see how the guys are doing in pre-season. I don't think I'll be doing a lot of watch alongs this season unless we get to a final or something. It's just the same old. You know, it's just lack of creativity, manager the same. You know, it's
look at this. Look right there. Look.
Oh.
You know what, man? All summer long, anybody in the chat,
Who was that? Who was that? Who was that defense? Who done that? The defender. Who was the defender?
Is that Jorginho?
I think.
Was that Jorginho, chat?
I think. Let's have a look. Yeah.
Anybody who's watched preseason football for Arsenal this summer can attest to this. One ball out the back, and you see what happened. One good solid ball out of the back, and that's what happened.
That's what happened against Tottenham as well last
yeah.
season.
Yeah, right at the end. Yeah, right at the end there. Yeah. Yeah. One out the back. The league will definitely the league will definitely be more competitive this season. There's no doubt about it.
Going to places like Crystal Palace as well is going to be difficult as well. You know, these guys.
But brother, hey, did you see their striker in the Olympics this year?
Mateta.
That brother was scoring left and right. I had to go look. I had to go look. I was watching one of the games, and I said, "This brother keeps scoring. Who did he play for?" Crystal Palace. I said, "Oh well." I just shook my head. Was like, "See, they telling me ain't no strikers out there."
I was cooking this guy last season, Mateta, yeah, and then all of a sudden, yeah, he just started to like. I know he's big and tall and everything, but he's a decent striker. He's decent.
Man,
He's a decent player.
he spent a whole summer with TT Henry. He gonna learn how to hit something.
Yeah.
he gonna hit something. I promise you that. Yeah, he'll hit something. A whole summer with him, you gonna learn how to strike. You gonna learn how to hit the ball. I can guarantee that.
Kevin says Leicester City had a much more successful season than us in the last 8 years. They won a championship, won the league, won a cup, got relegated, won a championship, and back again in the league. Yeah.
The only thing that knocked them off the block was when their owner passed away. That was the only thing that knocked them off the block. Yeah, that's what knocked them off the block. And after that, you had to get things sorted out, you know. And I can imagine that threw some stuff in chaos there. But you see they're back, like you said, they're back. They're back.
Chelsea as well. I don't know how Maresca's gonna do, but
you know what, Chelsea don't have any defense. That's their problem. They can go forward. They just don't have anything on on defense. They have no defense. And even then, they signed. Who did they sign? They signed somebody this week.
Neto. Is it Neto?
Pedro Neto. Yeah, Pedro Neto. Friday. Like, bro.
That got me upset the other day. I was angry when I saw Neto. I was angry. I still can't. It's still
we have these situations at Arsenal where these players, they want to dribble it in. They want. Why don't we don't have one player that could turn and just turn on shoot on sight?
I can't take seeing Jesus up front now. You know, it's just not good enough.
Get used to it. You're gonna be playing that next Saturday. If Havertz ain't in midfield, he's gonna one or two gonna start next Saturday. So get used to it. Get ready.
We had an opportunity to sell Jesus as well. This is all on the manager, and you know what as well?
Him and Edu.
Yeah, both of them. By the end of this season, it's going to be the full. If there's no cup, it's going to be the full. Because, who's this? Who's this on the ball? Who's this?
Ethan?
Oh, Henry.
Yeah, Ethan.
But, yeah. See, look, he looks like he's got a nice little bit of turn of pace. He looks excited.
Ethan looks good, man. Ethan just needs to go to. They need to loan him out to a team that he can get enough adequate time where he's comfortable with playing when he's put in these kind of situations. I don't think it's fair to players like that to where they sit on the bench and sit on the bench and then sit on the bench. And sit on the bench.
No game time.
He gets chucked in. We down 3-1 against a team, and we got to win the game to stay in the title race. And then you chuck him in, and then when it doesn't work out, you bend him. Oh, he ain't no good. That's essentially what happened in Kedia. In Kedia, we didn't manage him right. So now you put him in there. Yeah, he hit it 1 or 2 times, but then you loan him out. You loan him out to a Leeds team that absolutely was never gonna work for him from the rip. They don't even his style of play never suited a team like Leeds. He should have been at like Blackpool somewhere. Mm-hmm. Somebody that relied on a striker. To where he could learn how to move with the ball, hold up ball, turn and go, give it go. Look at Ethan Winner. When Ethan Winner has come out here, this is the second half, and he's put his name all over the second half.
Yeah, this guy, man. Seriously, man. Arteta, man. Do you know what? In a way, I want Arsenal to do well, but this guy, there's going to be a lot of pressure on him from the first whistle, 3 o'clock next Saturday versus Wolves. There's going to be a lot of pressure on him because we're doing the same thing, you know. First half, we come out. In second half, it's just sit. You can call it controller, whatever you want to call it. I call it just like, you know what? hardly any ideas. Quality is not good enough. You know, Man City probably be about 5-0 up by now. That's the difference between a very good team and a good team. You know, they can still bring on quality while we're bringing on, you know, average players. So
I mean, Calafiore could come well, but like I said, as of right now, he's not what we need exactly right now. We need, because you got Timber over anyway. Timber was over there.
Yeah,
you got Timber, Tomiyasu, and Zinchenko, and Calafiore all on one
we need to
side.
talk about Tomiyasu. You know, we need to have a conversation because this guy's injured again.
But they love them. Are injured players like that? They love them. Look at that! Look at Jesus and them. They love it. This is normal. This is the way. That's the Arsenal way. The takeaway from today's game, the takeaway from this game today is that we need a striker. You can play. People can keep trying to tuck their head in the ground like an ostrich and say we don't need it. You're gonna find out real quick in September we need a striker. You're gonna find out in September, the hell month of September, we need a striker.
Why weren't we all over Alvarez when there was a chance to sell him?
You know what? You know, I told Tony, because Tony asked me that question last week. What did I think about the Alvarez deal? I'm gonna tell you why I would be against that. Only reason I'd be against, I don't want anybody else. Nobody. Every time we buy a player from somebody in the league, don't work out.
See, Chelsea, yeah,
especially any of the major teams, stay away from them. I'm not saying that Alvarez is a bad player, and I also don't want to fund any more they transfer.
Yeah,
we got Jesus. Us buying Jesus bought them Holland. We paid 50 for Jesus, and then they put 10 with it and bought Holland. So we buy. Think about it now. We paid 50 for Jesus. They put 10 of their own money with it, and then they go get Holland instead of us put 10 with the 50 we would bought him for and go get Holland ourselves.
So we bought them the league then. We
bought them 2 leagues. This is what I'm saying. Like, people think what I be going in on for. I'm like, no, I'm just looking at it from the outside, looking at what how the money's been spent. And this is why you never hear me really going in on the Cronkies that much, because people say, well, it's the Cronkies. Well, no, they've given them the money. It's a fact of how we've gone about spending the money. It's just like if your parents give you, when you was a kid, your parents give you 100 quid on your allowance for cleaning the house and everything, and then you go blow it over at the arcade on Saturday afternoon.
That's on you. That's
on you, bro. We gave you the money.
Yeah.
You got the money. That's on you, brother. So if you blow it, then that's on you. And that's what we got a case of right here. We've had opportunities to go out and buy some of these players. You know, Harris was available. Like, he was available. City bought him. You know, Declan Rice was 75 million when we first went to go get him. We ended up paying over 100 million for him when we got him. Harris was 65. That's the one that's killing us. Nobody wants to bring it up because he'll score a goal here and there. But that's the deal. That's the deal. I told y'all that summer going into last season. I said, I don't think anybody would have a problem with this deal. We got Havertz for what he should have been going for, maybe 18 to 22 million. Nobody probably want to say the word. But the fact that we spent 65 on him, that's what hurts, because it puts you in a situation where you can't buy what you need because you put it all on him.
Mm.
You bought him as a utility player and it didn't work out. It didn't work out the way you thought it was going to work out. And so now you're just hoping that he can reproduce what he did last year.
Hope.
You know what I say about that hope.
Is there still hope that we can get a striker? Because
we got to act fast, man, because see, players are coming off the board. Solanke's off the board. Neto's off the board. We know Manchester United is looking at a striker because their main man is out for about a month or two. So we know they need one. You saw Rashford yesterday, so we know that ain't gonna. No. We you know that ain't gonna work. Tony's still sitting out there. He's gonna probably end up going over there. Jokeris, if y'all want him, you know, I'm kind of 50-50 on him, but if you want him, you better go get him. Them Portuguese teams want their money. They don't want installments. They don't want all that stuff. They want their money up front. They want their money up front.
Man, Matt, I don't know, man. Am I looking forward to the season now? I'm looking forward to football, but I don't know if maybe I'm looking forward to just 3 points, 3-point collectors.
They need to stop having this Emirates Cup competition too. This fake trophy. Need to stop this. This needs to be stopped because it gives us. This is we ain't done nothing here, man.
One game. I want to see the way they celebrate this thing, please. If they go over the top, and the fans as well, yeah, I need to see what they're kind of. I want to see how they are.
Bez, let's step back, and as we say over in the States, let's look at it from 30,000 feet. If you come off of a season where you had a chance to win the league twice and you don't win it, you go into your preseason. This kind of stuff, these fake preseason, these preseason cup competitions, man. But come on, man, get this out of the way. Let's just get down to business.
Exactly.
This is only. I'm gonna tell you why this is done. Why this was done. I told Gunn this at the end of right before the Euros. I told him this right before the Euros. I told him, I said, the only reason we're gonna have this Emirates Cup is because we didn't have the Community Shield this year. We got knocked out of it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why this happened.
Yeah. Give something to the fans.
Yeah, that they brought back Xhaka for the run out the other day.
Yep.
You know, maybe Niles came home today. Homecoming, you know.
It's true, you know. Let's bring back the old guards. Let's bring back
bring back some of the old guys. You know, let's, you know, we home a curtain raiser because I think the first game is away. I think we're away to Wolves. Yeah, I think we're away to Wolves, which it doesn't bode well considering how we started when we start our seasons away from home. So in the recent years, so we're away to Wolves, which I would say we're probably gonna wind up beating Wolves. I say we'll probably beat them next week. I feel like we could, that's the team we should be able to beat 2-0, 2-1.
They did give us a little bit some problems last season, though, if I can remember.
But you know, I don't.
We beat them though. Yeah, I think.
I don't know if they've got enough. I hadn't seen the outgoings, but I don't know if they're as strong as they were.
Yeah, Neto is a big.
That's a big blow for them. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. And then after that, is it Villa? Let me pull up
Villa.
Let me pull up the fixture list right quick.
Villa. Ooh.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's
Villa away.
Yeah, we got Villa.
Ooh.
Then we've got Brighton, Spurs, City.
Yes.
Yeah, Leicester, Southampton, Bournemouth, Arsenal. Liverpool, Newcastle. We got Liverpool, Newcastle, and Chelsea in November. That's another run. That's another run people ain't talking about.
3 in a row. Those 3 in a row.
Liverpool, Newcastle, and Chelsea.
Oh.
And then watch this. You play Forest, then you got West Ham, then you got United, and you got Fulham. So we got a lot of games that's coming in threes this year. And my rule is if we drop 9 points, you can kiss the title goodbye. If we drop 9 points at all this season, you can kiss the title goodbye.
I can see us losing a couple of those games, you know.
Well, I think the Spurs game is going to be very tricky. Now, if you want my opinion on the game that's going to be really tricky, Villa, Spurs, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Newcastle. Every last one of them games is not a guarantee.
How many games did you just mention? About 5, 6?
That's about six or seven there.
We can drop points in any one of those games as well.
Yeah, and then we always do the drop points against like a Everton or a Palace.
We're in trouble, Matty. Let's be realistic. We're in trouble.
It's gonna be very difficult. I'm not gonna say we won't win it. It's just a case of it's going to be a difficult season this year. It's not going to be like it was. I remember back. Can you remember back 2 years ago when I told y'all? I said, you remember this quote? I said, we're going to go back to 93%. We're going to come back to this.
Yeah.
I said it's going to hurt worse.
Yeah.
Than it's hurting right now because we had the title. We had it won. All we need to do was show it up, get what we need to get over the line. We were cruising to the title, 93%. Last year, we did everything right and you still didn't win. But I told you that 93% because we were in total control of it. When you look at that, it hurts. It hurts. And this is the year that people are going to look back and say, man, you know what, man, that 93%, that year we had it that almost the whole year, man, and the bigger fish to fry season, that's the one you're going to remember.
Yeah.
That fish to fry season is going to hurt. That one hurts. And then this year, the only solace, and this is why I keep going back to these cups, is I'm looking at this Premier League and I'm like, I don't know if that's a gimme. I would try to go get a cup this year. And at least you can whet the appetite of a lot of players that might think about leaving next summer if we don't win a league, if we don't win anything. Because if we don't win anything, a lot of these guys are going to start looking around. Trossard's going to start looking. Saliba's he's going to start looking. Gabriel,
Saliba, Real Madrid, 100%. He's going to be looking.
Gabriel is going to start looking at Italy. I can just about guarantee they're going to start looking. Odegaard might start getting some knocks on the door. He might get a knock or two. And this is what I'm saying is that, I thought about something yesterday, Ben. I hadn't said this. I thought about something yesterday. I was doing dishes, and it just sometimes stuff just pop in my head. Brother, I could see if a job opened up, I could see Arteta walking out. If he don't win next year, win something, I can see him leave. Bro, I don't put anything past Arteta, man. People are like, oh man, he wouldn't leave. Bro, you telling me if AC Milan, Inter Milan, Juventus, Roma, you telling me a bigger team popped up and they knocked on the door? And let's put it like this. If people, when we talk about Vincent Kompany, so Vincent Kompany, we know was at Burnley. We know what he did there. Soon as Bayern Munich knocked on that door, because he knows he's in a situation that he's going to be competing for every single trophy for the next 5 years. He knows for a fact. All I got to do is go out there and assemble the right team. So you telling me that if a Barcelona, if things don't work out at Barcelona,
he's jumping.
Barcelona come knock on the door. You think he's staying? You think he's staying?
He's jumping.
That's why I said, bro, this season is very delicate. This is a very delicate season with Arsenal. And if we ain't careful, we'll be right back in the same situation we was in when Emery came.
So, Matt, if this is a delicate season, why are we not going out, taking the risk? Okay, let me give you an example. Marino at the moment. Now, right, I've never watched him. I don't know what anything.
Yeah, I'm like you. I don't.
Yeah, we're still in for him. Why is this still not over the line yet? Why does it take so long for Arsenal to make a deal? Why is it taking so long?
That's Edu. That's Edu's doing. See, this is doing. But I told y'all at the end of the last season, I said Edu. This summer's the year of Edu. It's not the summer of Arteta. We know what we get with Arteta. We know we've seen 3 years of this, so we know a leopard doesn't change his stripes. A leopard doesn't change his spots. Yeah. And you look at Edu. Now we've seen we have a dossier of failure when it comes to him in the transfer window. I told you we paid more money for Declan Rice than they initially asked. We let Madison go to Spurs when he was free. You got all these players, when he was nothing.
Elise, we let him walk to
what's the other brother there? It was another brother that was Nico Williams. What he getting ready? He was pinning on the dollars. You could have went and got him. Then you look at Cesado. Yeah, true enough, he had a struggling year, but at the time, he could have came in and did something. Then you look at spending the money on Kivior, Fabio, Jorginho, re-signing Nene, who, true enough, he had a good Olympics, but really, we know El Nene is on the back end of his career, and you re-sign him, and then you look at this season. We spend 60 days chasing a player who we just watched play for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's what we just did. That's what we just did. We went out there and we chased a player that we've sat here and watched the collective entire summer playing for Arsenal for 10 minutes, and everybody's over the moon. And then you base that off of a player, and everybody knows when you buy players based off of international performances in a tournament, it's very rare it works out. Very, very rare. We got lucky with Arshavin that year, but Arshavin was good anyway. But this player here from Bologna, come on, man.
Eze, I'm looking at Eze now. He's smiling, at Palace right now.
Yeah.
Why are we not inquiring about this Eze guy? He loves the club. What is Arteta, man? Seriously, Arteta needs to get out of the club, man. I've had enough of him, man.
Well, it's Edu. I'm gonna tell you, both of them need to go, but I'm gonna tell you this year, it's gonna be Edu for me this year, man. Because all Edu has done is I've used this analogy all summer. He's the guy that acts like he's working. He's the guy that we've all worked with, that we know is lazy. We know that he don't do nothing. Everybody in the office know it, but then you see him and he got papers piled all over the desk. He got stuff put up all over the computer. He's running around. He got stuff running to the copy machine. Acting like he's doing something. You hear all these noises. And he got the Manila folder running around the office, calling folks on the phone. But he really ain't doing nothing. That's Edu. Edu is that guy. That's the guy that it looks like he's doing something. You look at Manchester United and you see what Ineos and all them doing. You see what they doing over there. They are a double signing out of nowhere. 2 players that would have took us 3 years to go get. 2 players. 2. They moving play. They got Wan-Bissaka out there the same to get him out of here. They moved him out of there. He's out of there. They moving players and bringing players in. They're going to get rid. Watch what I tell you that. They're going to go get a striker because they watched that game yesterday, and Rashford is not the man who that's going to get them anyway. They no way, Jose. They're going to go get a striker. And wouldn't it be the most Arsenal thing? They turn around and say, "We'll take Jokerit. We'll go get him." Y'all keep playing, because see, that's what we dither, and as Tony say, we haggle all the time. And when somebody else look up, they say, "We'll take him." Because you remember that early this summer, Solanke's name came up. We heard that Solanke's name came up.
I heard Solanke's name.
Yeah, you heard it. Solanke's name came up during that whole the brother, the other player there. I can't think of his name. Oh, it's Sesko.
Yeah. Oh, that was embarrassing. Sesko.
Yeah, but see, this is why I keep trying to tell folks this, man. All for the last 2 years, you heard Ivan Toney. And then all of a sudden, when the journals come out and say, "Well, we're in for Sesko." Oh, well, yeah, we want Sesko. Oh, Ivan Toney, he can't, and then you say, "Well, that don't work out." Then you hear Jokerit. Oh, ain't no. Then it was Osimhen at one time. It was Osimhen. But Osimhen shot himself in the foot at the AFCON. So everybody was able to look at him. Oh, no, I don't know about this, man. And then he has an injury history. He has a major injury history. So everybody's kind of like, "I don't know, man. I don't know." Be personal, he's going to PSG. He's probably going to PSG. But you look at all this stuff, and then now we're in a situation where the whole summer has passed us by. And I keep saying it. We spent the whole summer chasing one player that was a defensive player that should have been the last player. You could have got that deal done. You could have at least got an agreement and dealt with that later on. And say, okay, well, we know he's here. We know that's here. and go ahead and get your striker, and then you work down that list. You could have got your striker, then you get your creative midfielder, then you bring this guy in. They could have even got him and kept him on loan, send him on loan. Say, hey, man, just stay over there for a year. He's not. Think about it. If we had the best defense in the league last season, man.
Yeah.
What are you scrambling? What are you scrambling for when we got a player who's coming back that wasn't even there last year? Timber, he wasn't even here. So we have yet to see what he can do. So he might actually be better than the brother that y'all just paid all that money for. Now, if he's better than Calafiore, now you got a major problem because now you spent more money to bring this player in that probably won't get no time. That's going to ride the bench. You're paying big wages. Then you got a guy that we just paid big money for that's got good wages. Now he's riding the bench for Ajax. So you basically put yourself back in the same situation. This is why I said we should have been all in on a striker, creative midfielder, coverage for soccer. Then we can go look at bringing in Calafiore. Calafiore should have been the last thing we did. And then, like I said, you could have still got the guy and send him on loan. Hey, you still belong here for another year, and we'll bring you in next year. Or we have a clause in there where if break glass in case of emergency, we'll call him in if we need him. But for right now, he's on loan. That's all we had to do. That's all we had to do. But we've sat here again this summer. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy when I look at the time frame that we spent the entire summer chasing one player and getting turned down by another. That's wild. That's wild. And we're essentially going back into this season with the same exact team that we finished second place with twice that couldn't get us over the line. And then we're propping these players up, thinking that they're going to get us over the line. When history has shown us that we struggle when the going gets tough. We're going to pay for not buying a striker. If we don't get a striker by the end of this month, in 20 days. 20 days now. Now we're down to 20 days. 20 days. If we don't have a striker in 20 days, it's going to be scenes this season. And it's going to be, and Andrew's going to have a lot to answer for because I'm going to be on him like white on rice. Because it doesn't make any sense, Vance, that your job is to go out and get what the team needs. And instead of you doing that, you're going out getting everything but what we need. This team is crying out for a goal-scoring striker.
But don't you think Arteta's like culpable for all of that as well? Is it?
Yeah.
Because if he wanted, you know how stubborn he is. If he wants something, he will get it. So why is he not focused on a striker? Is it because he's already messed up with Havertz? Is that the reason?
I think that Arteta's in a situation, and I ultimately think they're gonna give him a 2-year extension. I don't think they're gonna give him 3. I think they're gonna give him a 2-year extension. Arteta keeps looking at this thing where he's going, Dazzler's right on it. He's looking where he goes, I don't really think we need a striker because I think it's the whole strategy. I think this guy can give me this guy can give me that, this guy can give me this, and this guy can give me that. And I think he's thinking that that's how it's going to play out again. But what he's going to find out is that it's not. And he can't get it through his head that there are certain positions where you have to have that player. What are y'all going to do if Man City decide they want to go get Ivan Toney? They go pay out with your boy. What happens there? What happens there? This is what I'm saying. Like, bro, sometimes you have to go get a player to make sure nobody else get it. Oh, no, nope, you ain't getting it. How many times we seen Sir Alex Ferguson do that?
Plenty.
Oh, no, y'all ain't getting it. No, I'll take it. Throwing Berbatov in the car. You're not staying at Spurs. We come to United. Come on, get in the car. Yeah, I mean, when have you seen us do that to a player? Us go in and Bogart, hey man, nah, you're not. Come on, you coming over here to Arsenal. When have you seen that happen recently? The fella that played over there for Girona, Dovic,
yeah.
Dovic.
Why didn't we go for him?
30 million. It was 30 million. Nothing. It was zero. Zilch. Nada. We got some of these players in the Saudi league that's looking for a lifeline to get out of there, to come over here, to come back. And then nobody's looking around. That's why I said there's no strikers in the world. That's how you have to phrase it with Arsenal fans when they say, "Oh, where are the strikers at?" So you're telling me that right now, if you were a professional scout in world football, you cannot find a striker somewhere in the world, in any league. Any league, the strikers are out there. It's just the case of we're not doing what we need to bring in players. Bro, you seen Morocco in these tournaments? You seen them?
Mm-hmm.
Look at these teams. Look, we look at the fella that played for what you call it the other day, Conceição, that played for Porto. There are players out there.
That guy.
The problem with Arsenal fans is Arsenal fans stay stuck on one league. Where if you watch world football, there are players out there. There are players out there that can get a job. This is why when folks look at Lamine Yamal and all these, oh wow, bro, these players been out there. Nico Williams, he's been playing over there in La Liga. Y'all just not seeing him because you watch this every week, bro. I sat there. I was up before the game came on tonight. This morning, I was up watching the EFL. I was so excited because over here they finally gonna show all three leagues. Normally it's always just the championship, but they're giving us this year over here all three leagues. So I am excited to go down there and look at League One in League Two. They go watch to see what's down there. Because nobody's going to tell me there's not talent in football. There's talent in football. The scouting system goes back to Edu. And like you said, part of it goes to Arteta because they're not adequately picking the right players for what we need. And you're just wasting time. This is another year, a whole summer, man. I'm going to keep saying it. A whole summer wasted on one player. One player for a few numbers. The numbers, look at the numbers. They wanted, what was it, 50? Was it 50 when we got him? It was 50 they wanted for Calafiore. We kept showing up with 42.3, 44, a player plus cash. We kept showing up with everything what they asked for. Just put the money on the table. Me and Tony sat there on that transfer show. And we said, if they want $75 million for Rice, then put the money on the table. Call a bluff. We don't even call teams bluffs. You know how some teams say it's going to be 115. We'll give you 135. What you going to do? We don't even call a bluff. They say 135. We show it with 35.6. How many times you see Arsenal do that? How many times you seen us do that? Well, we just show up with the deal. We just show up with what we feel like we want to pay.
Well, sure. Yeah, no, we're going to give you we give you well short.
Pants. Well short, bro. We just you remember what was that guy? Can anybody in the chat remember who's the guy that we showed up for this summer? Did you see that? Well, we showed up with 50. They wanted 100 for him or something like that. It was some. We showed up with 50,000 pounds. It was something crazy. I can't remember. It was something crazy this summer.
The goalkeeper or something.
The goalkeeper, yeah. They wanted $1 million. We showed up with 50. I said, wow. Wait. And when I heard it, I said, I knew it was true. I said, that's true. That's a true story. I said, that's true. That's Arsenal. That's the most Arsenal thing in the world. That's the most Arsenal thing in the world. Well short.
Man, do you know what?
I feel so bad for Saka, man, considering what he had to go through this summer. Two Euro final losses. He's in there for it. And then and he can't get over the line in the league. That boy mentally is going to shout out. I mean, that boy is mentally wearing himself out. And if he don't win something,
he deserves better because
he
worked so hard for the team, and for him not to. I wouldn't be upset if like he wanted to go to like a City or
you know what it sound like, right? You know what it sound like, Bass. You'll know this. This sound like RVP all over again. This is why we're like, whoa, he's a snake. Snake for what?
No way.
If the man went to management and said, hey, look, I want to win. Let's get some players in here, and then you don't try to do anything to work around that player, or build around that player, then he has every right to get up and walk out of there. People don't. Every Arsenal player who's left this team has left Arsenal. Every player that has left Arsenal has went on to win something. was rooting for Lacazette the other day yeah. I was rooting for him. He still got a medal out of it, but I was rooting for him to win something.
Ah, man.
And even before that, I think he got a coup de grace. I think he got one of those before he came to us. But everybody else has won stuff. How taxing could it be for you, Vance, if you played with all your team, your English teammates, and you look up and everybody else is winning with doubles and trebles and Champions Leagues and all this stuff, and then you got to sit there and talk about an Emirates Cup.
What you won?
Emirates Cup twice, and the FA Cup that we backed into. I mean, come on, man. These players are gonna start turning, and I just know Saliba, because I just know
Saliba. Yeah, you can't play with Saliba. You know, Saliba's not under no Arteta. Saliba isn't under the Arteta spell. Yeah, when he's ready,
you saw that display he put on. Matter of fact, I don't know what the broadcast was over there, but over here we had the announcer. He said, you know, Saliba's out there having champagne on the table. That's how good he was. He was like, he's just out there just goofing off. He ain't even playing. They were like, he's not even playing. That's how good he was. They were like, he's not even trying. He's good. Look at this. And one of the guys on our commentary said, he's like, yeah, Arsenal better look out, because they're gonna start looking. You think for 1 second that he look over there at how they treated Mbappe and Endrick and that role I had for them, you know, packing out stadiums, Hala Madrid, Los Blancos. And if you don't think for 1 second that when Rudiger's older than what people think he is, Rudiger's up there, he's 30s. So Rudiger get ready to leave up out of there. Who you think they coming after, man? Good injury history. Doesn't get hurt too much. Reliable. Nice and neat, tidy. He fits right in with what they want to do. This is why
we'll probably do the deal as well, you know.
We'll take 75, 89, 95 million for him. Yeah. Arsenal would take the deal to balance the books. No doubt about it. For this PSR thing, no doubt about it. They'll take that money, man, to balance the book. That's what they did with the Nketiah deal. That's why we didn't get the money up front. They said we loaned him out. That deal. That's a loan with an obligation to buy. They're not buying him, paying us outright. You know that, right? With Nketiah. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, Nketiah. No, a loan with an obligation to buy. That's
so So they have to buy him at the end of the season, or they don't.
They have to buy him. Obligation to buy. But we're not getting the money up front. PSR. They're cooking the books. They're doing the Enron. You remember Enron over here in the States? You remember that? Yeah, that's what we're doing, cooking the books. To make it look like we're doing something.
You know, Pep said something the other day, you know. I don't know, he said he mentioned Arsenal and Man United or something about they're doing the same or something like that, but no one says anything or something like that. That's what he kind of alluded to. So I was thinking, wow.
Phantom, hey man, these phantom deals, man. I'm gonna start calling them phantom deals. Yeah. If you think City is the only team doing, you would be naive to think that City is the only team that's done anything crazy. Look at all these. Think about it, man. Let's once again, let's look at it for 30,000 feet. Me and you are both seasoned Arsenal fans, 20, 30 years plus. When have you seen Arsenal do all these loans like this? Bro, a loan. Hey, God rest his soul, man. God rest his soul. I remember one time Robbie was interviewing Claude. This was years ago.
Yeah. And
this was when I can't remember who we loaned in. And I remember Claude said, "What's up with all these loans?" And I started laughing because I was right down in line with him. Why are we loaning all these players? Arsenal ain't never loaned no player, bro. Like we skip for money or something, bro. This Arsenal Football Club, these loans, man. How many loans have you seen City bring in? What the loans? Liverpool loaning in players. We see them loaning in players like that. Quality play loan in. This is what I'm saying. if you think for 1 second that we ain't up to some funny business with all these loans, we're trying to manipulate these books to make it look like we're doing something. Yeah, come on, man. You telling me you couldn't get the money for Nketiah up front? They agree to the deal, but they'll pay it next year. That's crazy. Wait a minute. You agree to the deal for our player, but you don't want to pay me now? But I guarantee you, for those who don't remember, let's go back to when we bought Nazareth from him. I bet you we paid him up front. I bet you we paid. I bet you they got all their money from him for him.
Yeah.
Because they weren't playing around. I remember that deal, man. That owner over there at Marseille is one of the most notorious for being one of the hardest ones to deal with.
Yeah. He was like, listen, you pay up or you're not getting your pay.
Yeah, he's notorious for getting his money for players. Bro, they just sold Aubameyang for top dollar. Bro, they get their money. But when we come to town, loan with obligation to buy. Buy now, pay later. All that stuff. Just think about it, Vince. Nobody even brought it up about Nazareth. Because people forget he played for Marseille. I remember the deal. I remember how much hell Wenger caught getting that deal over the line. You remember that was almost, I think that was a deadline, close to the deadline day deal that we got. He had to pull it off at the last second. We got it for 15 million, if I'm mistaken. I think it was 15 million, 16 million, which would be probably about 30 or 40 million today.
Yeah.
And he came in. It rest is history, but y'all know how it turned out. But they wanted their money. When we got Lacazette, they weren't playing. They wanted their money. We paid that money. Remember I think that was the Arsenal transfer record at one point. We bringing in Lacazette.
How much is Lacazette? Of course, was he 60 or something? No.
Yeah, he was the record. I think at one point.
Yeah, it was record.
But they wanted their money. We paid them their money up front. Which is why it blew my mind when Lee messaged me and said loan with obligation. I said obligation. So we don't get the money the next year.
So we still pay his wages.
The wages, man. The contract come off the books, but we pay the wages. So when the money come in next year, that goes towards the PSR. You need that money now to go buy a striker. That's the money you go buy your striker with. That's why I keep saying you should have told him to go buy. Everybody else sell their players to buy what they need. Only Arsenal show up long, all these weird terms. We pay this installments here, and it's like Declan Rice installments and all this, and it balloons to this, and it rises into that. All these terms. This is why we find ourselves every single year short. Every single year, man.
And on that note, people, we're gonna wrap up. But big up to Southern Gooner, man, for joining us today, man. That was a bit of a surprise. It's nice, man. Thanks for joining, man. But man, I think we're gonna be having a lot more discussions, man, in the next few weeks. It would be nice to see you, Tony.
Yeah, I'm actually going to try. I'm gonna try to do something Tuesday. If you're about Tuesday, yeah, I'm gonna try to do Tuesday.
Let me know. Yeah, let me know. I should be about.
I'll find out for sure tomorrow. And I let everybody know I'm gonna try to do a big panel on Tuesday.
Yes.
Try to get Jez and the guy. Everybody come on, have a preseason panel and get ready for this season. So we'll see, man.
Definitely, man. But listen, people, big up to the Southern Gooner. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to him. He's no stranger to the YouTube world. Make sure you sub into Waffle TV as well. And yeah, man, it's been good. Arsenal on to next week now. Let's see how they do against Wolves. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not impressed at the moment. But this is Arsenal, and I'm sure you're going to be hearing a lot more from us during the season anyway. But yeah, big up to you people, and thank you all for coming. Big up the Assemble, big up Malia, big up everyone that's joined today as well.
Big up, man. Much love.
Contributed in the comments. That's our big up to you as well. Yeah, good to see you in the chat, and big up to Hanno as well. But yeah, man, we're out, people. Yeah, peace. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and it's all love here. Peace.